We begin here at 6 o'clock with a Fox 10 News alert in the East Valley, where law enforcement, they are investigating a highway shooting. A portion of State Route 87 is back open in Mesa. The northbound lanes, though, they were closed between McDowell Road and Shea Boulevard. DPS says that someone opened fire along the highway earlier in the day. No one was hurt. Fox 10's Lindsay Regis has more tonight.
So far, troopers have one suspect in custody, and they are searching for two more suspects. Now, we are at State Route 87 and Gilbert Road. About half a mile up the road, there are several trooper vehicles searching for two people they believe ran into the desert. This started as a hit and run along Loop 202 and Scottsdale Road. DPS says the victim followed the suspect's car to State Route 87 near McDowell, and that's when the suspect opened fire. DPS says then the suspect's vehicle took off and eventually stopped a mile south of Shea Boulevard, and the people inside the vehicle fled on foot in the desert. Again, nobody was hurt in this shooting. However, this is an ongoing investigation. Once we learn more, we'll update you here and online at fox10phoenix.com. Reporting in Mesa, Lindsay Regis, Fox 10 News.
New here at 6, a man is given a death sentence for the rape and murder of a 14-year-old girl in Mesa. A jury convicted Alex Madrid last fall on all counts, including murder and kidnapping in the death of Claudia Ann Lucero. The girl's body was found in a dumpster in 2013, 2 miles from her home. She'd been sexually assaulted and strangled. Police say that the killing happened when Madrid broke up with the teen's mother. The prosecution says that he was linked to that crime with DNA. Tonight, we are learning more details about a deadly apartment fire in Phoenix. That fire broke out around 2 p.m. at a complex in the Alhambra neighborhood near 23rd Avenue in Ocotillo. Crews found a woman's body inside that unit where it began. Nearly a dozen other people are also looking for a place to live now. The cause is being investigated, but we spoke to one of the 11 people now displaced. He tells us that he rented a room from the victim. He says that she was a smoker, but he's concerned about a conversation that he had with her last night that was a bit morbid.
He did say something that I had to tell the detectives, because I said, well, I'm going to call 911 again, have them get you back over there so I can get you rehab tomorrow. She goes, no, don't you do that. I'd rather die here with my animals than do that again. So I don't know if she meant it literally and it's a suicide, because she did say that last night.
The identity of the woman who died has not been released. It's a story that is making international headlines. Police say that a man took his own life after getting caught committing a sex crime in the drive-thru of a coffee shop in Tempe, and video of him was put up online.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
Police say 27-year-old Nautica Malone of Goodyear went to the Bikini Beans Coffee last Thursday on Scottsdale Road. They say a female worker taking orders outside saw him inappropriately touching himself and told her boss. When he drove up to the window, police say that manager confronted him with her cell phone and recorded that video of him without his pants on. Well, that video has been widely shared online. Over the weekend, 2 days later, police say that Malone died by suicide in Tolleson. That same night, they say that his family members went to the coffee shop and got aggressive with staff because of his death. Tolleson police are now handling the death investigation. In a statement to Fox 10, Bikini Beans Coffee says our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the individual involved during this difficult time. This was an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chose to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously and remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe and respectful environment. Thank you for your continued support. The eviction rate in Maricopa County is sky high, and that means that county constables, the people who evict tenants, they are busy. Today we rode along with a constable to see what that job is really like. Fox 10's Brian Webb has more.
There are around 30 constables in Maricopa County, each with a different sector but the same job. When the court orders someone out of their home, the constable makes sure they go.
Constable.
This is not the knock you want at the door. The constable has come calling.
There's a story behind it. Each story is different, just like a fairy tale. Each story is different, and I never know which story I'm going to get that day.
Mahogany Kennedy's day starts by donning a bulletproof vest, a taser, and gun, because you never know what's on the other side of that door, and today we tagged along.
You saw that I walked past the window to see if I could see any furniture. Maricopa County Constable's office. And then I stood to the side of the door because I don't know who or what's coming out. One's locked, one's open.
Constable Kennedy visits a handful of houses a day, carefully casing each house looking for clues.
Hello?
Inside this home, she finds a teenage girl with a one-year-old baby.
So I'm stepping away from your daughter so just you and I can talk, okay?
And an adult mother pleading her case by phone.
I have my cameras to prove that nothing's been delivered to my home.
So
they made me check the mailboxes. I've checked all my mailboxes and I have nothing.
But even in this situation, the occupants have to go. Mahogany uses de-escalation tactics and offers resources. She is sympathetic, but that's the best she can do.
I'm a mom, of course. They left their oldest, or one of the olders, at the house with the baby, thinking everything would be okay today, and went to work, thinking everything would be okay. And I just disrupted their world.
Being the bad guy comes with the territory. Mahogany's accepted that, but she has a job to do, and now it's off to the next house.
And this is tough. I can't say there's satisfaction at all. I'm human. There's some days that are rough, some days that are rougher than others.
That teenager had to pack up and leave, and then her parents picked her up, and the baby and the locks were changed. Tenants do get a couple of weeks to go back and pick up any belongings, but after that, the property goes back to the hands of the landlord. In Phoenix, Brian Webb, Fox 10 News.
It could be another week or longer before people who lost their homes in the flames across Los Angeles County can return to their neighborhoods. And that's because there are concerns about toxic ash and debris and all that rubble. Tonight, more than 80,000 people remain under an evacuation order. And homes that were spared now face the threat of landslides, just like that home in the Pacific Palisades. It collapsed when mud and debris built up behind it. Unfortunately, this situation, it could get worse later on in the month when rain arrives in Southern California.
In an event that we have major rain, we do expect that all of the street areas and all the communities will be impacted by debris flows that could be hazardous to human health. In order to address this, we are developing plans for both areas to capture and hold this debris back as much as we can during a rain event.
Thousands of homes, businesses, and other buildings, they have been ruined, and 25 people have been killed.